Good evening, everybody. Today is Friday. I am blinding myself here. Hold on. See if that's okay. Friday, April 27th. I know it's been dang near 2 weeks since I last saw y'all. But like I said, I kind of went through a non-stitchy, like almost a week. But when I came back to it, I was like ripper and ready to go. So it wasn't too bad. But it's why it's taken me so long, because I needed something to actually show y'all. And I actually have quite a bit. So let's hope I can remember it all, get through it all, and not look a total mess when I do it, because I'm recording a totally different way this time. And I'm really hoping it turns out. So here we go. I do have whips, finish, haul. My laundry machine's going off. Something that was gifted to me, and something new and different I want to show you that I'm really excited about. So let's get started. And I may not look at the camera as much as I should, because I'm not used to where it's at anymore. So we'll see. I'm not going to do these in any particular order. I'm just going to go through them. So first and foremost is my focus for this month, and it has changed quite a bit since you last saw it, because I had a lot of stitches to get through. And that is Under the Sea by Lakeside Needlecraft and Doreen Jones. It's their stitch along. It's the one I've been working on every day all month. And this is the second to the last block, but I'm getting close to that last block. I haven't done any back stitching this month to try and get as much stitching in as possible with the amount of stitches that I'm supposed to do each day. So I had this chest really had me wanting to not work on this anymore for a little bit, and a little bit of the swimmer too. There's too much going on. But once I got past all that, I've gotten really back into it, and I think we'll get it finished here in the next month or so. Next month's crazy, y'all, but I've got to get work on these whips too. So all the new starts and all the whips, and it's going to be a big old party. Okay, my next one, I don't even really want to show y'all this, because I'm like, so, I don't know. Like, the whole situation just really sucked. Here's where I'm at on Monopoly. All I have left is this little bit inside the O, and then the M. Oops, over here. Can't do this backwards thing. M. But there's not enough room to put the M, so I'm going to cut the border out, put it on some fabric that I bought today, you'll see later, and especially maneuver the rest of it. You'll just have to see once it's done. But I did work some more on that, and I think really 1, maybe 2 more nights, and I'll have it all done. So I got to work on that here in a little bit, getting that on the fabric. I'm hoping things aren't backwards for y'all, because I'm not used to recording with the outside camera on my iPad, which I'm doing right now. And so, like, you noticed I was pointing the wrong way, so I'm hoping it's not backwards for y'all. Another thing I pulled out to work on, ooh, I've got threads. Need to make sure they don't get lost. But I really didn't get much work done on it. And it's because it's kind of in a place that's complicated. And so every time I pull it out, I'm like, it's taking too much brain power. I don't like it. Trying to put it in the camera, but to where you can see it with the light. So really, I added like a few stitches down here, and that was it. And you can't even really see them with that lighting. But it got a few stitches, so I'm going to call it good for this month. And I kept moving on, because if I kept trying to sit down and work on that piece, I was going to continue to not stitch. So, and it's not one of those that I think is an eventual UFO. I think I just need to be in the right headspace to work on it, and I wasn't, because I was already not stitching, and then that was the one I was pulling out to try and get my stitchy bug back, and that was a bad idea. So it'll wait its turn for next month. Okay, next, I know not last video, because that was my Mania and Flosstube anniversary. The one before that, I started to say I worked on Christmas rules, but I hadn't worked on Christmas rules. But since then, I have. So here's where we're at. And if I can figure out how, I'm going to try and put a before picture in so you could see how much I added. But I think, I want to say I did most of Treasure Family and all of Fa La La As You Decorate. So, and I'm not holding it well. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to record like this anymore. I'm not liking it. Okay, there we go. You can almost see all of it. I just love this sparkly gold fabric with the Christmassy. Just love it. I know I say that every time, but when you love something, you love it. Okay, I'm not gonna zip that just yet. Next, I worked on Foxglove. Not next, but in no particular order. I actually did quite a bit on her. And the last couple times I pulled her out, I felt like she didn't get as much love as she should. And this time I did. I got, like, this wing is almost over here, completely completed. I got down further on her dress. Got some more of this wing done. I really feel like she made some good progress this week. This month or whatever. However you want to say that. There we go. All right. Put her up. And it's really cool because when I was working on that, like the next day, Sherry Burkett decided to start it and had a good chunk of her skirt done, and I thought that was really cool. I was like, hey, I'm working on that piece. I was glad to see she put up a Mania video. So, and I was, earlier this week while I was stitching, I was watching Stitching May, Organic Granny, and Emily C. got together to stitch, and then they live videoed it and talked to people, and I was watching that, and they asked me, because we talked about Mania a little bit, and I said that I'm planning on 26 whips, and they asked if I was vlogging. Well, right about that time my service dropped, so I completely missed the question until I went and watched the playback. And so, yes, my intention right now is to vlog for Mania, especially because I will be working on anywhere from 1 to 3 projects a night. So that's gonna make for a crazy video, and you know, if I do start as much as I want to, it's gonna be easiest to show you where I, like, the empty canvas in the project, and then where I got that night, just to see, because I give myself a few hours to start something, so it should be interesting to see. So anyway, the next thing I worked on is my quotes to live by, which I absolutely love, and I got that block completely done. Only do what your heart tells you. So, and a lot more of the border over there, if you could see. So I think I'm gonna buy this piece up here next, and continue on like that. I guess that's the one good thing about the fact that I didn't do it as she released them. So I can finish the top row, then go the middle and the bottom, whereas I don't think that's how she released them, because I think this was one of the last pieces to be released. So you know, perks of not keeping up with a stitch along. Okay. That is all my whips, I think. Pretty sure. That's all my whips this week. And of course I have a finish, which I was pretty sure I was going to finish this month, and it's like, I told myself I wasn't going to start anything new in April because we got Stitch Mania next month and I wanted to be prepared and to, you know, give myself a little breathing room before that. And so I was kind of iffy on whether or not we would even have it finished this month. But I was pretty certain that this would come out with enough time to do so, and I did get it finished. So this is 100 Years by Lizzie Kate. It's all done. And remember, I substituted out all the threads. I think maybe one of either the gold or the brown was called for. The blue and the green I picked out because they were her blue's her favorite color. Greens, browns, golds, those are colors that she uses to decorate her house. So I was trying to get all of that in there, and you'll see that it's all in the background too. The only regret I have is I should have swapped the dark brown and the gold so that it was gold in here with the blue, but you can tell a difference in person that is not showing up on this camera. So there's that, and I got some stuff to work on this finish, so I'll show you that here in a minute too. So that's a finish. Yay! Next, I feel like I haven't looked at this camera at all. I got to do a little bit of shopping. Some of which I can't show you because even though I've purchased it, I'm not going to receive it until StitchCon. I think I kind of discussed that already. Maybe. I'm not sure. So I bought it, but it's not here. But I did do some shopping today. So if you're in any of the stitching groups on Facebook, you are well aware that Joann's is having their floss sale this weekend. It was really funny because we needed to get our car inspected, and I told my husband, I said, I'm gonna go on my days off this week. And so I had to decide between Wednesday and Thursday this week. Those were my 2 days off. I had to decide which one I was gonna go get the car inspected. I said, well, I need to get the fabric from Monopoly so that I can take it apart so I can finish it. So I'll be going to Joann's. And I said, we can go tonight, Wednesday night, and, you know, get what I need to get and get here. Or I can wait till Thursday and the floss sale starts. So that's what happened. And then a bunch of other things were on sale. So I ended up with more than just stitchy stuff, but yet it's still stitchy stuff. So I'll get to that in a minute. So let me show you what I got. I've got some 18 count Fiddler Zeta because it was on sale for like $1.50 or $1.90, something like that. It was really stinking cheap. Charles Craft, Ada. I don't use Ada very much, but like for smalls or ornaments, it's pretty good, and it was cheap. So gotta always keep some in stock when it's cheap. They also had MCG Textiles, 28 count even weave. It was for $4.47. So I thought that was pretty well worth it. And this is one I like to play with dyeing here at the house. That's actually what 100 Years is on, is this cut up and dyed myself. So I like to keep it in my stash too. Next, I did get flosses. I didn't need very many. I needed 12. I picked up 13 because one of the colors I was like, maybe I should pick up more than one because I've been going through it a lot lately. And then, so I don't know if anybody's ever seen these before, but I'm gonna have to wash it. It is Crayola colors. It's a yard of white fabric. 100% cotton. This is just what I'm gonna sew Monopoly to, so that I can take it apart and put it back together and not have to frog all that crap. So I thought that was pretty neat. And then I didn't have to worry about getting something cut, and finding just plain white is actually at Joann's is kind of difficult. So anyway, there's that. I also picked up some blue fabric. I'm guessing these are, I don't know, 18 by 21 inches, whatever that one is. But I'm gonna cut it apart and use it to frame 100 years. Probably the darkest color there. So there's 5 different colored blues. And then the rest will go in my stash for whatever. Okay. Trying to think. I feel like I'm missing something. Maybe not. Okay. So the next thing that they had on sale was the paper. Oh, that's what I'm missing. That's what I'm missing. Okay. I did pick up some cardstock because I'm going to try and do some ATCs next month. So, and you need to back them with that. So I picked up some of that. And then, like their Happy Planner stuff was 50% off. So, I had these, ignore that. It's just like a hardcover, front and back. But the reason I got it, okay, so first what I did was I upgraded the rings on my one that I keep everything in, so that it had more space, because I keep a lot of crap in there. And then, but I've been showing y'all these record pages. I'm going to pull one out real quick so you can see what they look like as I'm working on them. What's a good one? Okay. So here, let's see if I can get the light to cooperate. Project record, under the sea, who it's by, when it started, there's a space for when it's finished, what fabric it's on, there's the stitch count. If there's any special notes, I would write them in here. And then when I'm done with it, I plan on putting a picture of the finished product here. That way, if I do give it away as a gift, or it gets lost in a fire somewhere down the road, because that seems to be happening to me a lot lately, I will have, a memory of it. Of course, if it burns up, this probably will too. Anyways, I'm digressing. So, but I'm not always going to keep those in this book. When they're completed, I want to make like a memory book. So I'm not moving any of the ones for this year, because I want to be able to quickly reference all of that information at the end of the year for my year wrap up. So it'll stay in my active happy journal until then. But I do have a couple made for the ones I did last year. And so you can kind of see my intention of this book. So this was Hello Kitty. I got it from Pinterest. I don't have the stitch count written down. I'll have to go back and look for it. I have it somewhere. It was on 18 count white Aida. I started it August 11th of 2016 and finished it November 26th, 2017. It was a gift for my sister. This is what it looked like fully finished. So then I have that record. And this was another one I finished last year that I already had the picture and everything. It was completely ready to go. So I need to work on a few more of these from past projects to get this really going, because those are the only two in it right now. I also have some other plans for this book, as it's a record, but it's also kind of like a memory thing for my stitching. And so I have some other plans for things that are going to go in here, but I'm not ready to reveal those yet. So stay tuned. You'll see more of this book later to come. But I think that's super neat. And I really like these covers. They were half off, so they were only $10. And I may actually go back and get some for mine, because these are just laminated cardboard, or paper or whatever, but this is actually like good, solid. So there's that. Okay, so that takes me through my haul for the most part, I think. I think I showed y'all the the even weave, well, it might have been Ada. I don't know, the fabric that I got from Heaven and Earth Designs for my next Heaven and Earth design. I think I showed it to y'all. There's that. Okay. Can you tell I'm kind of scatterbrained today? I think recording this way is throwing me off. We'll see. We'll see what I think about this later. Oh, I got a gift. I got a Stitchy gift. And it's not all here. When I went to pull it out to show y'all, I was like, there's something missing. So when I got the package and I opened it, I set something down somewhere and I can't get to it right now. So this is not all of it, but on Facebook, in Facebook Messenger, I became friends with some people. Like, we got put in a group together for one of the events and we just kept talking. And she had a pattern, and or she had a few patterns, and she was like, I'm passing the stash. If you want it, just say me please, right? And I got one, and then I was trying not to be stingy, so like I would wait a day or two, and if nobody else claimed it, I was like, I'll take it. And so she finally got around to sending it to me. That is what is not in here. But when she was fixing to send it to me, she says, well, I have this project that I started, decided I don't like full coverage. Would you like to finish it? So I told her, yeah. So, and it is the Disney Dreams collection, The Little Mermaid. Because my daughter loves The Little Mermaid. That was the first movie she ever watched on repeat, knew every word, wanted to be Ariel. And then it, this kind of went on the wayside when Tangled came along, but it's still one of her favorite movies, she will tell you, straight up. So, and the fabric with where how far she had gotten is also with that other pattern, but she has all the flosses already kitted up for me. So I don't know when I'll start it, or when I'll continue it, but at least I have it to be able to do so. She also sent my daughter some eye blacks, because my daughter plays softball and her daughter played softball. So my daughter was so excited to get those. She's like, Mom, can I just try them on right now? I said, you have a softball game like next week. You can wait 1 week. Because they're really cool. You're supposed to be able to write on them with the chalk. She's so excited. So thank you, Brenda. I know I hadn't gotten a chance to message you and let you know that the package did arrive. And we did appreciate it. And but I will message you. So something that also came in that day, because it ended up with in the box too, was my Just Cross Stitch, the latest edition. So I also get it digitally, so yeah, I hadn't really showed them before, but it was in my list of stuff, or in my box of stuff. So I think that's it. I feel like I had something else to discuss, like something exciting to tell y'all that wasn't just like, here's how my week went. But it is escaping me now at, 2 o'clock in the morning. So, but yeah, I'm back to stitching. I'm excited. So ready for May. And it's days away, people. Like, let's see, it's on Tuesday. Today is Friday. Tuesday is Mania. And I had to do some adjusting because I did join the cross stitch ATCs on Instagram and the cross stitch card and ATCs on Facebook. And I signed up for both for May because they were both in my wheelhouse, and I'm super excited about one of my choices, the one for the Instagram. I'm still on the fence about the other one, but I'm probably going to put those kind of close to the beginning of May because I'm going to need to get them done pretty quickly. So, so there will be some adjustment there. Like I said, I'll be vlogging. I don't know if I'll vlog the next few days and just tie it all in, or if I'm going to start May 1st. You'll see next week when there either is or isn't a video come Wednesday. I may make sure and get you just like a short, quick something, right? Got to give you something. There was something I was going to say. I'm remembering something right now. Oh, when I know that I have showed y'all in the past, if you've been with me since December, okay, about my stitchy journal. Sorry, I don't want to block my voice. This thing has become my stitchy life, and it has made stitching more organized, more fun, more memorable, because like I said, this turned into having this. So a good majority of the pages in here I received from one of two people, and I can't remember the first one's name. She was on Instagram and she sent me several pages that I used in here. And then I also found Shazzy C on Facebook, and I went over all the pages she offers in her bundle. But I mean, I kind of talked about them, but I didn't really show y'all everything. So if you are more interested in the possibility of those pages and all of that, if you just want more information, Danielle Stitcherista did a full review over Shazzy C's Stitchy Journal. And it's like, to get the basic journal, which is like 30 something pages of record keeping ability, in like several different sizes, is like $10, 10 euros. So it's a little bit more. I think it was like 13 something. And it gets you a really good start. She has a few add-on pages you can do. But all of that is in Danielle's video if you want to go check it out and make yourself one of these, because it is amazing. And I use it for more than just stitchy, which is why there's this whole section back here. I mean, my bills, and it's my complete journal. Part of me wishes I had went with a smaller size, and that may happen next year, but for now it's absolutely awesome. Well, I guess I really couldn't, because then I wouldn't have the right size pages for this. So I don't know. We'll see. Because I really feel like this is going to become very important to me. Having a record of everything that I've finished over the years. You know, come 20 years down the road, when I want to remember those first few cross-stitch projects that, of course, I don't have my first several, but I have as far back as 2000, let's see, it's 2014, I believe, that I can put in there. So you'll see more of that as it comes along, but I was really excited about that. So I think that's going to be it for me this week. This one wasn't quite as fun as my last couple have been. Maybe I'm better at this at work. Something to think about. So anyway, I hope you all have a great stitchy week. Have lots of stitching and getting ready for Mania and watching all the Mania videos, because they're all awesome. I am doing my best to work on those. And yeah, so y'all have a great stitchy week, and I will see y'all soon.